This week on Police 10-7,
Police dog Blade tracks down a drunk driver who's run from the scene of a car crash. A guy with a hockey stick decides to knock his car into shape.
He's got a bit stressed up and smashed up his own car. Oh dear.
we're out with Constable Pat Thomas when tempers flare on a hot night in Lower Hutt.
Did you get beaten up, mate?
Yeah, I did.
Who beat you up?
And we get to meet Trevor, a large drunk man who likes to say no.
You're not signing? All right, that's fine.
Constables Pat Thomas and Jared Rowe are on their way to a block of flats in Lower Hutt where residents have reported there's a fight in progress.
We don't know what's happened, so we're treating it as quite urgent.
The offender was last seen legging it through the flats on Schofield Street.
We'll go Schofield Street later.
When they get to the scene, there's no sign of a fight.
What's happened?
The witness, the lady that I seen get beaten just went to
The informant's seen the offender run off and the victim's gone into a house at the end of the street.
Yeah, there's apparently this guy's run straight from these one of the houses in street here, round across the yard into the apartments. Doesn't look like there's any foot traffic that's gone around there.
There's no movement in the house where the victim's thought to be hiding.
Hello, it's the police. What's happening, mate? Just open the door. Did you get beaten up, mate?
Yeah, I did.
Who beat you up?
One of, yeah, he's got a mark on my head.
Yeah, where's...
It's on the other street.
Yep. Street. Where does he live?
On the other side.
Sorry?
On the other side of the flat.
Do you know his address?
Yeah, I know where he
What's his address? What's his address?
It's a very serious.
Sorry?
It's a serious.
Well, you tell me, mate. What is he beating you up for?
And just for nothing.
Did you guys just have a fight?
Yeah.
Was he drinking here, was he?
No, on the other hand.
You were drinking over there?
On the other side.
All right. Where does he live?
On the other side.
Yeah, do you know the number?
Yeah, I know where he is.
What's the number?
I'll come and I'll show you.
You'll show us. What do you want us to do with him?
I don't know.
Was it a fight between the two of you? Do you have them all the time or
No,
what?
it's one of my, I don't want to lay a chance to him.
Yeah, well, what does he do? If he's beating you up for no reason, you might want to.
Yeah, it's only for too much drink.
It seems to be a simple case of too much alcohol and an argument that got out of hand.
Cobbs North. Yeah, at this stage we don't appear to have any sort of complaint. It seems more like a bit of a fight between friends. Can I have a QP, please?
With Leo not wanting to make a complaint about the incident, there's nothing more police can do.
Right. Okay, well, we'll leave you to it.
You want someone a cup of tea? Or...
No, thanks. We don't need a cup of tea. We've got work to do. Okay, see you later.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming.
No problems, mate. That's what we're here for.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
A short time later, Pat and Jared are on their way to another fight. And this time, there's a weapon involved.
Bandana, black trousers, white shoes, blue hoodie. The other guy that was with him had same clothing description.
The incident's taken place at a gathering spot for Lower Hutt's teenage car enthusiasts.
North 7 car park.
And the number of people around won't make it any easier for police to find the offender.
Well, there's just been reports by a member of the public that someone may have pulled a knife on somebody else. We have a description of somebody, but obviously there's a lot of people here, so we're trying to get the right one. What's up, mate?
Over there, bro.
Oh, no, all right.
Shall I go break it up?
No, all right, mate. You just wait there.
The scrap the guy's talking about is actually a plainclothes officer arresting another boy from yet another fight.
Hey, you boys move away before you get arrested as well.
He just smacked him in the face while we were standing here. I don't think he's the one. It's just another one.
No, I don't think he's the one either. Hey, no show here, guys. See you later.
Pulled out a screwdriver.
Who's that, mate?
Oh, this little dude, he's got a bandana around his head. And,
What sort of bandana? What sort of bandana?
He's short, white bandana. The blue hoodie. Got me,
Yeah.
No, not you.
Do you know where he is?
He's a Robert. No, he took off. He saw you using jitters.
Yeah, have you heard his...
I know his mate. No, there he is there. He's still pulling down the bank. He's got a screwdriver.
That guy there?
It appears the offender was wielding a screwdriver, not a knife, and he's been caught by another plainclothes officer.
Have you got the screwdriver, mate? Have you got the screwdriver?
Yeah, wait there, mate, wait there.
The teenagers got no weapons on them, but the victim's sure they've got the right guy.
Just interrupt you for a sec. Can you see the guy around here now that pulled the screwdriver on you? Yeah, do you know his name?
Oh, it's that.
Oh, but it's definitely that guy down there. Yeah.
Sure.
Sweet as.
Has he got it on him?
No, he stashed it apparently, but he's, yeah. Did you see what it looked like at all, mate?
Oh, it's a flathead. I know that.
Flathead, how long?
That long, probably.
Oh, did you see the handle at all?
I think it was blue, but no way.
Okay, sweet as.
The young offender was charged with carrying an offensive weapon and was dealt with by Youth Aid. But for Pat Thomas and Jared Rowe, it was back on patrol and to an incident with Trevor.
Yeah, we're going to what we believe is a domestic dispute. It appears the male party's actually left the address via driving through the garage door. So he's obviously maybe quite worked up and apparently he's quite intoxicated.
As expected, they find a guy who's obviously drunk and seemingly bewildered.
G'day, mate. What's happening? You having some domestics? You want to just go and have a chat with you, mate? What's your name? Is this your car, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? What have you just done with your car? Did you drive it through the garage?
Yeah, no.
Pardon?
I don't know.
You don't understand me. I think that's just a bit of a, you're having me on, aren't you? How did the car get out here? Sorry? You drove through your garage? Who drove through the garage?
My wife.
Your wife did?
In spite of Trevor's claim that his wife's driven through the garage door,
60.
witnesses have told police that it was Trevor behind the wheel.
What I'm going to have to get you to do is with one full breath, blow this mouthpiece here, okay, until I tell you to stop. All right. I reasonably believe you have been drinking, therefore I now require you to undergo a breath screening test without delay. All right? Blow into that. Are you refusing to blow into it? You're not going to blow into it? All right. Right, I now...
But if you turn the car...
All right, if you're not going to blow into it, all right, I now require you to accompany me to the Lower Hutt police station or other such place for the purpose of undergoing an evidential breath test, blood test or both without delay, all right? So that means you've got to come with me.
Having refused to give a breath test, Trevor now decides that he doesn't want to go back to the station.
Are you coming with me?
I'm coming with you.
All right, let's go. Man. No, your son isn't coming. Come on, let's go. All right, you're under arrest, all right? You're under arrest for failing to accompany. Just wait here, mate.
But when somebody Trevor's size decides not to go, getting them into a police car can be very difficult indeed.
Come on, stand up, come on.
Right, you're not obliged.
Come on,
Once again, you're not obliged to say anything.
Stand up.
Anything you do say may be given an evidence.
Let me, I'll bring the car.
Come on. Wait.
Come on, stop being silly.
Jared Rowe delivers Trevor's son to his mum and they head for Lower Hutt station, where Trevor decides walking's better than being dragged. But he's still got no intention of cooperating with Pat Thomas.
Now that there is just saying I've been advised of my right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delay and in private. Go, you just sign that, and then I'll give you this list here of all your lawyers that you can ring up. You're not signing? All right, that's fine. Here you go. These are all your lawyers here. They're available free of charge.
When Trevor finally got round to talking to a lawyer, it seemed that the drink driving procedure would finally get started. But Trevor had other ideas.
What is so for my lawyer?
What's that? I don't know what your lawyers told you. All I'm telling you is that I now require you to undergo the evidential breath test without delay. Okay? So you've got to blow into that machine until I tell you to stop.
Yeah, but my lawyer is I'm not sure.
So you're telling me that your lawyers told you not to do anything?
For Pat Thomas, this was a whole new approach, but finally he had to accept that Trevor wasn't going to blow in the tube.
Result of your test, all right? It says an incomplete test. Okay? That means I now require you to supply me with a blood sample. Do you consent to taking of a specimen of blood?
No.
No. What is your reason? Why don't you want to consent to the taking of a blood sample?
Trevor couldn't give a reason, but he wouldn't give a blood sample, and after several attempts to get him to change his mind, Pat Thomas had to admit defeat, and Trevor was taken to the cells to sober up.
As a result of this incident, our male party is being charged with failing to accompany and failing to supply a blood specimen. Due to his intoxication and the fact that we believe he will commit further offences if let go, we've decided to hold on to him in a cell until he is sober enough to take care of himself.
When he appeared in court, Trevor was found guilty on both charges, and he was sentenced to 120 hours community service and disqualified from driving for 8 months. When we come back, Wellington police dog Blade is on the trail of a dangerously drunk driver.
I've gone on here.
And in South Auckland, things blow up after a guy with a couple of punctures realises he's only got one spare.
What kind of state of mind was he in when you were talking to him?
No, very good. He's not under any influence, but he's now pissed off.
Dog handler Matt Fage and police dog Blade are on patrol in Wellington when they get called to an incident in Nainai.
I just had a call from Lower Hutt Police. I think it's a car accident or not too sure, a bit of road rage or something like that, but 5 occupants of one of the vehicles has all got out and run off on foot. Yeah, comms, Delta 10-7.
Ambulance and police are already on the scene, and a witness has spotted the driver escaping into a nearby block of flats.
Did you see where they went?
I saw they were milling around in between these two
buildings. Okay, you don't know where they went from there exactly. What driveway entrance, mate? This one? This? All right, thanks, mate.
With all the rain about, it seems unlikely that Blade would be able to find any scent. But when they get to the flats, he picks something up and heads for one of the doors. And although Blade circles around, he keeps coming back to the same spot.
I've gone on here.
But the guy inside the flat is claiming to know nothing.
I spoke to a guy on here. I mean, the dog's not... I mean, we've got a start point there and he's come to here. I mean, mate, there's people everywhere, so...
Where these guys all come from?
They've come from an upstairs flat. He's saying they haven't seen anybody. This guy's saying he's in here on his own. All those idiots... I mean, I don't know. They're apparently last seen in here somewhere, so I doubt they've gone over these fences, but I'll cast and have a look over there. Might just have to... I don't know, the other flat next door, I don't know who's in that one.
It's a confused situation, but finally police decide to search the flat indicated by Blade.
There's a guy in this flat just over here that sort of partially fits the description of possibly the driver of the vehicle. We've spoken to the witness and he's come across and said that it's not him, but we're just getting his permission to obviously go into there and see if the rest of the people are in the flat. It's a hit and miss really. But he's obviously given their permission, so they're in there now just having a look to see who else is in there.
Inside the flat, police have found the driver of the crashed car hiding in one of the rooms, but the other 4 people from the car have disappeared. The young guy's very drunk and is claiming that he lost control of his car because of the rain. The pregnant driver of the other vehicle was taken to Hutt Hospital, where she was treated for minor injuries to her back and collarbone. She'd had no way of avoiding the crash.
Like, from what I've been told, this silver car here was coming around front street there, around the corner. The white car's coming down Crescent, and it's gone straight into the front of the silver car. Poor old innocent party here. And as we said before, the driver and the occupants of that white car took off on foot to the flat that we found them at. The driver's now been taken back to be processed for drink driving, and hopefully we'll get a result out of that. But basically it.
Back at Lower Hutt Station, Adam went through an evidential breath test which read 1,050 micrograms, more than 2.5 times the legal limit. But that was only one of several charges Adam faced.
So I'll tell you the charges. You've got careless driving, driving whilst forbidden. Because back in '99 you were told not to drive because you didn't have a licence. And you've got drink driving, we've blown at 1,051. And we might be looking at failing to stop and ascertain. Alright? But we'll just look at that. Alright?
When he finally went to court, Adam pleaded guilty to all charges. He was sentenced to 1 month in prison and disqualified from driving indefinitely. It's a wet Friday night in South Auckland, and a man's just attacked a car at a service station in Tirakau Drive.
RYO3, good details.
Go to the service station, corner of Road in Tirakau. A male was smashing a car window at the forecourt. A piece of wood.
Yeah, Roger, received. We're 10-2.
When Constables Natalie Taylor and Rogan Smith arrive at the scene, there are 2 people standing near a damaged vehicle.
There's a guy with a white t-shirt.
Complex double I.
Oh, he hasn't got jeans on now.
But the alleged offender is nowhere to be seen.
He was having a go at a car, or?
Yeah, the van's like,
Okay, the van there?
Go in there.
When Natalie and Rogan approach the couple by the car, a strange story starts to emerge.
Oh, so you're basically having a bit of anger problems, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Quite a bit of anger problems.
The man with the problem has apparently taken a hockey stick to his own car.
Whereabouts do you head off towards?
He just walked that way now. I've walked around the whole centre, I can't find him, I don't know where he's gone.
Right, and
I'm just waiting for his brother to come.
what's his anger problem then, do we
I don't know.
He busted both his tyres.
Did he do that when he was angry, or were the tyres done anyway?
We were on our way down here and he hit the curb.
Right.
And he popped both tyres.
Oh, right.
So when he got down here, we changed the one, he took it out in the car.
He got a bit stressed up and smashed up his own car.
No apparent reason.
Oh dear.
What's something that will stick out about him if we're just going to go and find him? Because that's not a good idea.
Oh, he's wearing a white t-shirt and blue jeans.
Does he have any facial hair or anything like that?
Yeah.
He does facial hair?
Similar to mine.
What kind of hair does he have?
Black hair.
How long?
What's the same length as mine?
Same length as yours. Okay. What's his name?
Anthony.
Anthony, the angry driver, has taken off. And while he'd never get a job in a panel beaters, his stick work shows plenty of aggression. And when his brother Joseph arrives, it turns out the car doesn't actually belong to Anthony.
This is my dad's car.
It's his car. It's like
He uses it, yeah. He's never a problem with that. So what's happened today then to make him? He's obviously been in some kind of mood
I was with my wife at my mother-in-law's place. So.
Whereabouts did you last see him?
Oh, he should be coming down the road now.
Joseph had just found his brother down the road, but had driven on after failing to persuade him to get into his car.
What kind of state of mind was he in when you were talking to him?
No, very well. He's not under any influence, but he's hell pissed off. That's all I can say.
But we don't know why.
I don't know, he won't even talk to me. Because he just started shouting out, oh, he's tired about this car and he's tired about the family. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll just left it at that, you know.
After several minutes, Natalie and Rogan decide to track Anthony down.
Nice. There, the top person.
Is that a location for
He's a bit clean shaven, is it? Or is he not? Hey, is it Anthony? We a bit concerned about you, that's all, because obviously we got a call from the garage saying that somebody was on the forecourt smashing up a car.
Oh.
And it turns out that one of your friends there said that it's your own car.
Yes, it is.
Is that right? Okay, what's gone off?
I was going a little bit angry at my car.
Right, okay. There's nothing, I mean, obviously it's your property. It's not an offence to damage your own property, but we're obviously a bit concerned that something's upset you that much that you felt the need to take it out on the car, really. And obviously it's a bit disturbing if people are stood around and they've seen you.
While police aren't concerned about the damage to the car, the fact that Anthony's carrying around a hockey stick is a potential problem.
Perhaps walk away next time before you pick the stick up might be better advice, yeah?
And I wouldn't carry your hockey stick around in the car with you, okay? Unless you are going to play hockey.
I thought it was mine.
Because if you're carrying it around with you in circumstances where it might be construed that, you know, you're taking it around to use, like some people use baseball bats and so forth, you know, to use in fights and stuff like that, it'll be taken off you and you can be charged for having it with you.
Recently I've been threatened, so that's why I carried it with me. So,
If that's the reason why you're carrying it, then you definitely shouldn't have it in your car, okay? It's an offence to carry it as a weapon for protection.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
you should only have that with you
from your
for
car.
the game.
Okay. And yeah, if you have any fears for your safety, we're the people that you should call. Yeah. Don't take matters into your own hands.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Okay.
No worries.
Maybe a bit of explaining to your dad about the damage to the car.
Anthony walked off to face his damaged car, and Natalie and Rogan head back on patrol. And no charges were laid in relation to this incident.
Next week on Police 10-7, we're in South Auckland when Rachel almost goes too far.
Hey. If I hear one more swear word from you while we're outside, I will take you to the cells.
A party gets out of control in Lower Hutt.
Hi!
If the party gets out of control, then of course the police are going to be called. Oh fuck, you smelled my beer. Well, get out of the camera, bro.
Dispute between neighbours flares up in Petone.
If he thought he stole it, why didn't he ring the police and just say, I think he's stolen the wallet?
And the temperature rises on the streets of Manurewa.
Does your car usually do this?